Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Welcome in to practice. Good morning, good evening. Welcome. I am so glad that you are here. Looks like my camera settings have changed slightly, but you know what? We're going to roll with it. Welcome into practice, everyone. For those of you that may be new to the channel, my name is Sarah George, and I am the owner and founder of Empowered Healing Practices, which is my business and this channel. So we focus on science-backed practices that we can do with and for ourselves. To help us be well. So we have 4 core practices here. We do gratitude practice, right? Finding things that we're thankful for, that we're grateful for, from the tiniest, smallest little things to big life-changing events. Mindfulness practice is a staple here. We'll do a little bit of that tonight, along with deep relaxation. So intentionally creating a space and a practice around relaxing physically, mentally, all of these things. So good for us. And then guided imagery or visualization. So we've got a lot of practices on the channel that take us on journeys of different kinds. I encourage you to check them all out. I have playlists for everything. We've got over 100 videos on the channel now. Mostly practices, several shorts as well. We've got some short little 60-second practices, just some sort of calming nature practices. You guys know my different aspects of my life are blending here. So if you are a fan of Stray Kids, the band Stray Kids, you are welcome here. I am very much a fan. You're going to see me posting a lot about that over on the Threads platform. And so a lot of the shorts videos are featuring their music now. So I'm super grateful to bring that joy, that energy, that vibe into the channel as well. Bringing some joy, I like to think of it. So anyway, and if you're not a fan of Stray Kids, you have no idea who they are, that's fine. I encourage you to go find out. It's awesome. And if you're not, if you're just like, Sarah, I'm just here for practice, let's get quiet, let's start breathing, this is your place too. So tonight for practice, we are going to focus on relaxation. I was sort of tapping into what do we need tonight. And for me, I think what came is some relaxation. So, in addition to owning this business and having my day job and being a Stray Kids fan and all of these things, also a dancer, you guys will see me posting about that as well, that journey. I'm also a caregiver, and we had some appointments today. We had an appointment today, a pretty big appointment. I'll wait to share some details, but uh, you know, taking someone to their appointments, meeting with their doctors, going through a process with them and a healing journey and all of these things, being the provider, the person that gets the wheelchair in and out of the car, being the person that needs to remember, um, you know, don't forget to bring this, that, and the other thing with you. Um, you know, all of these things can be a beautiful part of life, and they can also be something that requires us to come back here and have some self-care. So I'm rambling a little bit, but the point is this space is for self-care. So if you are in any of those spaces where you are in joy, or you just really need to relax, or you are overwhelmed, or you are stressed, or whatever it is, this is a great place for you. One, because this community gets it. We understand this is why we're all here. And two, because again, with my background in academics, my background in science, and all of my studying on all of these topics, these practices are so good for our body, for our nervous system, right? It moves us from fight or flight to rest and relaxation. Um, Good for our physiology, good for our muscles, our digestion, right? Our immune system, right? There's evidence for that as well. And just our overall mood and well being, all of these things. So if you are here, congratulations, kudos. This is such a good choice. For you supporting your own well-being. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on into the chat if you would like to join me there. It is subscribers only, but if you're not a subscriber, don't worry. Just go ahead and hit that button, and as soon as you do, you can chat with me. If you want to stay anonymous, that's fine too. If you're just here for practice, this is your time, right? This is your time. This is your space. So we're settling in. As you're sort of finding a comfortable spot, like I said, we're going to do relaxation. I like to stay seated for this practice because as we're going to do sort of like a body scan. And so as we move from the top of our head down to our toes, I let gravity work with me, right? Like sort of letting everything just relax down. If your body is asking you to curl up on the couch with some blankets and some pillows, do that, right? This is not the disciplined meditation class. This is your self care. And I think one thing we as a society don't get to do a lot is ask ourselves what we need. And so I invite you, this is the beginning of practice, right? What does your body want from you, right? If you're like, okay, I'm here, I'm doing everything I can to sit and pay attention, but my body really just wants me to like lean back in this chair and relax. Give it what it needs. Give it what it needs. So tune in, grab some water. I've got some water here. Grab your journal if that's helpful for you. Settle in. And as we're getting settled in, I'm going to transition us to sticker segment where we're going to have a few pieces of inspiration, joy. Sometimes the stickers call us out. I'm always surprised at like what some of these stickers say. But we're going to do that and then we'll move right into practice. So I still haven't upgraded my sticker box. So shoebox stickers it is. But one day we'll get there. Let's grab a couple out of the box. I grabbed like a whole handful. Okay, we want is it this one? What? I feel like I want to, okay, we're just going to like do a smattering here. I think these two for sure. I don't think we need that one. Okay. How many are there? Okay. We got this. This one just feels like I needed to share it. So this is, these are just inspiring messages. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. They're stickers. It's just for fun. You will make it. You will make it. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Today will be a good day. Let's choose that. Let's choose that. Even if we know there are things that are going to be challenges or stand in our way, what is something we can choose? What is something we can choose? I love this one. I know a lot of you on my social media are traveling right now. Explore more. Yes. Explore more. Love that. Couple more. We usually do 3, but like I pulled a grip out of that box and we're just rolling with it. If you never try, you never know. If you never try, you never know. And maybe that's you tonight. Maybe that's you showing up at practice and you're like, I saw this link on the social media and I don't know this person, but I thought I'd give it a try. You're here. And now at least partly. And I'm so glad that you're here. Here's a nice reminder. Last one. Aw, be kind. Why not? I gotta keep these two. You will make it and explore more. So there you go. I hope you found that inspiring. our silly little sticker segment. Just a little bright spot of joy and inspiration. We love just pulling out of the box whatever happens to come. So I hope some of that resonated with you. And we're going to go ahead and transition right into practice. So if you haven't already, get into that comfortable position. I'm going to stay seated right here with you. Again, if you want to lay down, feel free to do that. If you want to be on the floor, seated on the floor, that's fine with me. I'm going to grab some water myself. So I encourage you to do that. I probably said that already. And then just start coming to stillness. So, taking any movements that you need to take. I often find when I start settling in for practice, I am, adjusting my clothes. I've got an itch. I want to stretch out anything. So just go ahead. And again, this is how we start practice, by tuning in. We're tuning into our body, and as we do that, we're coming into the present moment, and we're becoming mindful, right? So come on in. Come on in. Grab your water. It's like stuck. All right. And if you found that comfortable seat with me, or that comfortable position, whatever you've taken, and as you're coming into stillness, maybe cracking some things, rolling out. I often actually find that when I'm asked to come into stillness, I like to roll out my wrists too. So if you're just joining us, you are right on time. You're right where you need to be. We are just getting started with practice as we come into stillness, and prepare for some deep relaxation. So taking those last final movements, and then as and if you're comfortable, going ahead and closing down those eyes. If that's comfortable for you. If not, feel free just to keep them open, taking a soft gaze somewhere in front of you. And then just taking a few breaths, and then letting those be what you need as well. So sometimes as we come to stillness, the first thing I often like to do is just take a nice deep breath, and then just like let that out, right? You might have a sigh, you might have some sounds as you let that out. You might do that a couple of times. You might do it somewhat forcefully. You might do it long and slow. And so just taking a few breaths here, you may find that you want to start lengthening your breath. So an in-breath through the nose, a nice long inhale. And then a nice long exhale. Your choice, through the nose or through the mouth. If it's through the mouth, I like a pursed lip there. It encourages your vocal cords to stay open, so letting that air flow freely. And you may eventually move into breathing simply in through your nose and out through your nose. And again, without judgment here. So whichever iteration you need. We're just breathing. I like the longer breath. The longer we can make our breath, the in-breath and the out-breath, this sends signals to our bodies that we're safe, that it's okay to relax. Why is that? Because short and shallow breathing is what we need and what we use when we are in fight or flight, when we're stressed, when we need to get that oxygen quickly, right? We're huffing and puffing. So as we intentionally choose See that empowerment there to slow down the breath. Our body recognizes that and says, oh, okay, we're safe. I can slow down. I can relax. And I want you to enter that space as we're just sitting here breathing together as best you can without judgment. Maybe it's hard for you to take a deep breath. Maybe as soon as you start to slow down, you feel anxious or fidgety or like you have a million thoughts. And all of that is okay. All of that is part of the practice. Becoming mindful is not becoming blank in your mind. It's not being perfectly calm and still. It's simply becoming aware of your experience of living right now. So just breathing here for a few more moments. And before we enter into relaxation practice, I want to invite a little bit more mindfulness as we come into this moment, into this practice, into this breath. As the thoughts arise, judgments, feelings, emotions, I want to invite you to become aware of them. Oh, I'm having a thought. Oh, that's an emotion. Oh, that's a judgment. And then, as best you can, and with kindness, go ahead and release those thoughts, those judgments, those emotions. Let them go as you bring your attention and your awareness back to your breathing, your in breath and your out breath. That cycle of becoming aware of your thoughts, your emotions, your judgments, because they will come. That's what the mind does. And then choosing to let them go and return your attention to your breath is the practice of mindfulness. So just sitting with that intention for a few more breaths here. And now allowing that attention to come to the top of your head. We're going to scan from the top of our head down our bodies all the way to our feet and then out into the floor, the ground, the earth. And with every inhale, we're going to become aware of that part of the body. And with every exhale, we're going to intentionally relax and release that area of the body. Okay? So I'm going to guide you through taking a deep breath in. Become aware of the top of your head. And with a deep breath out, relaxing the top of your head. Take a nice deep breath in. Become aware of your forehead and the muscles around your eyes. And as you exhale, let those relax. Taking a deep breath in, becoming aware of your jaw, your cheeks. And breathing out, relax your jaw. Unstick your tongue from the roof of your mouth. With the in-breath, becoming aware of your neck, the back of your neck, your throat. And on your out-breath, relaxing that area. Breathing in, becoming aware of your whole head, face, neck, throat. And on your out-breath, relaxing the whole area. Pause here to take a few normal breaths. Taking a deep breath in, become aware of those shoulders. And on that out breath, let them go. Relax them down away from your ears. Let's do that again. A deep breath in, becoming aware of those shoulders, the top of the back. And with that long out breath, let those shoulders relax. Taking a deep breath in, becoming aware of your upper arms. Breathing out, let those go. Breathing in, becoming aware of the elbows, those joints. Breathing out, let those go, almost imagining a clearing of any stuck or stagnant energy or tension or pain. Taking a deep breath in, becoming aware of your forearms. Breathing out, let them relax. Taking a deep breath in, becoming aware of your wrists, your palms, the backs of your hands, your fingers. And on your out breath, relaxing them open just a little bit more. A nice deep breath in here to become aware of the whole of your arms, both arms. And on that exhale, letting those relax. Taking a few normal breaths here. We'll start with the shoulders once more. They carry so much tension. They hold so much stress for us. They do a great job, but now it's time to relax them. Breathing in and out. Let them go. Taking a nice deep breath in, becoming aware of your chest and your upper back. And on your exhale, let that area relax. With your in-breath, becoming aware of the area around your heart, your lungs, and on your out-breath, letting that relax. Letting it go. Breathing in, you're aware of your middle back. And breathing out, you let that go. Breathing in, you become aware of your solar plexus, the area right under your ribs, your stomach, your lower abdomen. And breathing out, you let that go. Nice deep breath in to become aware of your lower back. And on a long exhale, let that relax. The low back too often carrying the load for us. Let's do that again. Breathing in the low back and breathing out, letting that go. One more here, becoming aware of your hips and your pelvis. Breathing out, let that go. Sink into that surface beneath you just a little bit more here. Let that bear the load, bear the weight. Let it support you. Last one for the torso, taking a deep breath in, breathing in the whole torso, becoming aware of your whole torso from your shoulders, the top of your back, your chest, down to your hips. And on and out breath, letting that whole area relax. Take a few normal breaths here. Perhaps already noticing some shifts. Perhaps keenly aware of some areas that haven't wanted to let go. And as we take a few breaths here before moving on, invite a breath to that space that maybe feels stubborn. Maybe there's pain, maybe there's tension, and be with it. Invite the breath to become aware and the out breath to let it relax. There's no right way here. Just being in this space, practicing. Taking a deep breath in, we're becoming aware of our upper legs, our thighs, backs of the legs, and on an out breath, letting those big muscles relax. Deep breath in, become aware of those knees, those joints that do so much for us, carry so much for us, allow us to do so many things. And on an out breath, let that area relax. Again, with the joints, almost imagining sort of a clearing of anything that's been stuck or painful. Just allowing that to let go. Breathing in, becoming aware of your lower legs, your shins, your calves. Breathing out, Let them go. Breathing in, become aware of those ankles, those joints again, allowing us to move and be flexible to walk. And on an out breath, let it relax. Nice big in-breath here, becoming aware of your feet, the top of your feet, the bottom of your feet, the toes. And on an out breath, letting your feet relax. A nice deep inhale here, becoming aware of your legs as a whole. And on your out breath, letting the whole bottom half of your body relax. Take a normal breath or two here. And on your next inhale, a nice, deep, slow inhale, just becoming aware of your whole body from the top of your head, your neck, your shoulders, your back, your torso, your hips, the area around your heart, your legs. On your exhale, relax your whole body. Let's do that 2 more times. I'll guide you, but feel free to take your own pace, of course, breathing a nice deep breath in, becoming aware of your whole body. A nice, slow, deep exhale, emptying all of the air, nice and slow. Letting your body relax in this moment. And when you're ready, one last breath in and out to relax your body. Coming back to normal breathing. We find some moments of gratitude. To yourself or aloud, feel free to repeat after me. I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for this breath. I am grateful that I showed up to practice tonight. And when you're ready, starting to take some small movements, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, stretching if you need to stretch. I love a nice stretch after a relaxation practice. And you may want to give yourself a hug. I have learned that a hug such as this, rubbing our arms like this, releases some of our neurotransmitters, our serotonin, our oxytocin is really this one, right? That connection, that feeling of connection. And as we come back into the room and open our eyes, I invite you to bring a slight smile to your face. And there you have it. Relaxation practice with some mindfulness, with some gratitude, a little bit of visualization. I think we hit them all. So at this time, feel free to hop on in the chat if you would like to. I'd love to hear, how was that for you? Was that what you needed? Do you have any questions? All of those good things. Grab some water if you need it. If you have your journal, now's a great time to write something like that down. And as we close out, I will share a couple of the quick stickers. We did a lot today. So if you want to see them again, go ahead and watch the recording. I'll flash a few up here because I do think they're such great messages for us, and just a bright spot. So as I transition into that, please do remember to like, subscribe, and share. We're trying to create a space, a nice healing space, a calming space, a grounding space, a community space. Feel free to join us in the Facebook group, Empowered Healing Practices Facebook group. So you'll get all the reminders, some inspiration, community over there. Meet me on Threads if you're a Stray Kids fan or not. Or if you're not, I'll just be over there connected to my Instagram, the Sparkly Dr. George or Empowered Healing Practices. Both accounts are live on there. Um, and head over to the website, right? I put a lot of information. I'm building some courses. So there's lots of stuff. We're doing a lot. We're doing a lot of things over here. So I would love for you to be part of any and all of that. I hope that you had a wonderful practice tonight. And so the stickers said, you will make it. I love this one. I feel like whoever is watching this or will watch this, like this is for somebody that needed to see this. You will make it. You will make it. Do we not all need that message? Keep exploring. Explore more. Whoop, explore more. And I love this one. If you never try, you never know. We also had today will be a good day. Think happy, be happy. Actually, I don't know if I shared that one. Think happy, and be kind, y'all. Be kind. So thank you so much for coming tonight. We do this every week. So we will be here next Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And I cannot wait to see you there. Until then, all my love. Bye.